A new law was passed in Honduras last week to protect journalists and lawyers. But for many, this new legislation will do little to stop attacks against the media. Gerardo Torres now with this report.
In the last 10 years in Honduras, 51 journalists have been violently murdered. Of these 51, only 4 cases have been investigated.
In Honduras, impunity is structural from every point of view. It's structural from the justice offices that are not interested in solving the cases. They don't want the truth about the murders to be told. It's structural from the perspective of the traditional mass media that don't investigate the cases. They just report the murders and stick with the official position that claims that they were killed for any reason except for something related to their work as journalists.
The newspaper El Libertador has been critical of the new government and has seen constant threats, especially after the 2009 coup. As a result, they have created a journalist observatory to record all the death threats against journalists in the country.
In Honduras, we're seeing a parade of coffins, which hold many of our co-workers. 98% of these deaths have not been investigated, but there's enough proof to show that they were being followed before their deaths.
Last Thursday, in the National Congress, a new law for the protection of journalists and lawyers was passed. But for Lagos, this is not going to be enough.
I don't believe that a law is going to solve the security problem. What we have to understand is that we're not going to stop terrorism by decree, by creating legislation. This is a structural problem, and there will always be a risk for anyone who's against this political and economic system that creates poverty and kills, that shuts off every possibility for society to live in peace.
Honduras is currently one of the world's most dangerous places to be a journalist, and the jury is still out on whether this new law can help stop the violence and investigate the crimes against the country's journalists. Gerardo Torres, Telesur, Central America.